Greetings, Negroes. Y'all come on in here, see about the drip. I know y'all looking for me. Let me add a BC. Can I add a BC? Let me add a B. Yeah. Peace. Doom, doom. What's good? Peace, peace. Just said I made it finally. Peace. He said, you good? Yeah, I'm straight, man. I try to stay out of harm's way and shit. It wasn't me. You know what I mean? Nothing happened to me and shit. They just bust the fucking window, bust the glass out. You know what I mean? That type of shit. I mean, you got your CLI rule back. Oh, you niggas just funny. Car. They didn't take the car, man. They just bust the window and shit. Bang, bang, Niner game. Y'all stole that game. I was out there in the Bay when that shit was happening. I was going for Detroit low-key. But I like playmakers. I wanted to see Christian McCaffrey and Debo get off and shit. He said, you going crazy with the hat and accessories. Oh, the knittage, the King knittage. He said the name of the roll-up you using. Russian cream. I'm from the East Coast. Doom, doom. He said they violated earlier. They warned us. They warned us before they gave us the car. They said, I swear to God, they said if somebody pull up next to you with a ski mask on, you know what it is. They tell you that. Doom, doom. He said Detroit should have won. Detroit got a nice little core of running backs. Number 26, Gibbs. Number 5, Gordon, I think his name is. And that wide receiver, number 9. Them boys got a bright future together. I hope they don't separate them. And we gonna get some more of that Rochester work. It's simmering. Y'all gonna hear from a few of them niggas, man. He said, Cali, wild. We in Seattle now and shit. Had a layover in Seattle. We don't sleep in hotels. I mean, we don't sleep in fucking airports and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Pull up in Seattle. Get right. Did they get anything out your rental? Nothing that can't be replaced and shit. They got my man Gucci slides. Just some stupid shit, man. You know what I mean? They did get a MacBook, but it's all good. He said once we stopped the run, it was over. He said Detroit not physical enough to beat us. Getting back to, you know, what's going on in the real world and shit. Y'all thought I was in Cali interviewing motherfuckers. I was out there hooping and shit. Was anybody in the house last night? Was anybody in Oakland Tech last night? That was me, number 8. Furious Styles asked me, what you think about the Nicki versus Megan situation? I don't know them bitches, man. It wasn't that type of MacBook. It was a blue-collar MacBook, you know, something that I just airdropped to and shit like that. It was like a courier. Nicki on dust. I don't even know them broads. He said what I think about Megan and Nicki. Nothing. You see the Black G's interview I did. I actually talked to Spesh. If y'all follow me on Instagram, any of y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all see I talked to Spesh the same day that all that shit happened. Got some, got a different version of things that's going on, but I believe them niggas have a relationship. Them Rochester niggas, they iron that shit out. The problem with Rochester is, though, it's too many hot niggas per capita City ain't big enough for all them hot ass niggas and shit. Richmond. The Ravens game was scripted. All of a sudden, the Ravens forget how to run the ball. It was something going on. Oh, they gave Patrick Mahone a very, very suspect roughing the passer call. Very suspect. Like, it seemed like they were trying to protect him. It did. Good historic black college game in Newark this weekend at the Prudential Center. Hampton versus Howard. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm traveling, man. They took my book. You know what I mean? I had a book that I was reading. They took it. I had to buy new read materials and shit. I'm still traveling. Men's health, that's always good. Magazines have gotten very, very small, very thin. They almost like pamphlets now and shit. And we got the GQ and shit. You know what I mean? Man, shit. He said San Francisco and Oakland economy belly up right now. Just like glad them niggas let us hoop and go home, y'all. You know what I mean? For real. I thought they was players and pimps out there. I think that was the generation before. The niggas don't seem to be doing no pimping. They don't. Shout out to Mr. Fab. Put on a wonderful extravaganza. Fab week was incredible. I can't believe how fast they broke into that car. That shit was crazy, man. I hope one of them niggas get bodied. I hate to, wish that on anybody, because I know they was niggas just doing this shit. I can't wait till one of them niggas get bodied in somebody's car. Like, it's gonna happen. They gonna bust a window and somebody gonna be nearby, like in their house or around, and they gonna bust a window and they gonna stick their fucking hand in that car and they gonna get murdered in the car. They gonna get found right there. That's gonna happen, and when it happen, don't feel sorry for your child. Don't say my baby ain't never hurt nobody and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't say none of that shit, because it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. He said pipe head shit. Nah, the young niggas doing this shit, like niggas that in my era would have been selling rocks. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't got no skills and shit. Niggas ain't got no skills. Niggas don't know how to get no money and shit. They resort to juvenile crimes. That's vandalism. Breaking in cars and shit, that's a fiend hustle. That's a dope fiend hustle. Shit I was doing when I was like 14. Breaking in a car, stealing change. You might get a hat out the back window and shit. Dumb shit. He said it just happened in Newark. 16-year-old got shot. He said smash and grab. These niggas poor excuse for hustlers. Poor excuse for hustlers. I'm somebody, I brag about my hustler skill set. You know what I mean? Being able to create something out of nothing and shit, that's a skill, shit. He said, so we are above karma. Amen. He said they smoking K2. These youngins are looking for the tourist look, but it's going to be a dude with that concealed and carry. They going to get right. They going to get the same thing J-Rock got in, what was that? South Central. 12 gauge to the back on the fence. People work hard. Leon Poe from Oakland Tech. Yeah, they told me that last night. I hit the first jumper in at that game, that Celebrity All-Star game and shit. He said, name of the weed you smoking. Chocolate. Some Seattle shit. Doom, doom. Where I'm from, we call those bump ups or bum ups, not come ups. They said they call it bipping. It's called bipping. They was trying to get the knittage. They wanted the knittage. He said somebody probably peeped y'all and y'all didn't look like locals. Nah, this what happened. We get to this restaurant, right? Instead of them telling motherfuckers at the restaurant, yo, people get robbed here all the time. They had a little ass sign at your table. They had a sign at your table about this big, little ass sign. That said, we've been experiencing a rash of break-ins. Da-da-da-da-da, you should bring any of your belongings from your car into the restaurant. They telling motherfuckers to bring luggage into the restaurant. Don't you know if you gotta do all that, you need security in your parking lot, or furthermore, you need some type of security. Like you need, why the fuck are you operating a restaurant where you tell people that they have to bring their luggage and belongings into the restaurant? And was bitches in there eating with their suitcase at the table and shit. You know what I'm saying? They should just tell motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But the dude who run the place, he from another country. He don't love black people. He there to get his money. He don't give a fuck what happened to us and shit. So, you know what I mean? He ain't gonna say that. The motherfucker went on to say he didn't even want to call the police. What the fuck you mean you don't want to call the police? Don't you? This is a rental. We have to file a police report to get this rental. I mean, it's insurance action and shit rolling. If we're talking about some, he didn't want to call the police. They don't come. Will they come about slap the fuck out of you in here in front of all these people? Will you get some assistance about backhand slap your ass the fuck across the counter? Would let me get the fuck out of here. Fuck around, catch a case, be the dog this motherfucker in here. He said he probably was. He said, happens to all of us. It sucks. That's a goddamn setup. Higher security for the business. Exactly. He said he was in on it. We was in a Benz rental, Snow White joint SUV. They ain't waste no time. You know what I mean? My man told me, he said, Millie, he said a lot of people be coming to Northern California to buy weed, buy drugs and shit. You know what I mean? Niggas be coming through trying to buy 50 pounds, 100 pounds and shit. Niggas be having that money in their luggage and in their cars and shit like that. So after motherfuckers that broke into a car and found 50,000, 60,000, that shit spread around the hood and shit. So, oh, this is what it is. You can come up for life. Like, you can come up like this. We kicking it, we hitting cars and shit. It's a shame. He said somebody jacked you. Nah, I didn't get jacked. I be watching for shit like that. They got the car. You know what I'm saying? The day before all this shit happened, we was standing around downtown talking. It was me, Sam Scar, my man Russ, and another nigga from Brooklyn. And we watching everything that move. Homeless people, da-da-da-da-da. And he was saying, man, they hop out. He was like, they hop out anywhere, man. He said, they'll hop out right now and try us and shit. I said, man, motherfucker hop out right now and try to rob us. I'm gonna step my foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wreck everything in the vicinity and shit. It ain't gonna, if I see any funny business, I'm gonna punch the fucking gas. I don't give a fuck if I drive into a building, another parked car or something. It's gonna be some explosions and glass. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. It's gonna be some glass and explode. What the fuck? We got to get up out of here, man. This motherfucker done snapped out. Yup. He said somebody tried to tell me at the ATM and I hit the gas. He said them niggas professional, got glass cutters and all. We didn't even hear the noise when they busted the window. We didn't hear shit. You know what I mean? It was witnesses. Motherfuckers came in the restaurant like, yo, was that your car? Like, we just seen you walk away from that car. He said, stay out the foreigns over there. Get a Camry, plain Jane. I'm thinking that. He said, you have ran into something. On purpose. On purpose. On purpose. Hop out, try any fun. I'm hitting the gas. You know what I'm saying? He said, where this happened at? It happened in Oakland on 3rd and Broadway. He said, a spark plug. I was just telling my man, I said, that's a juvenile hustle. That's some shit we was doing as kids and shit. They got shit to cut glass, no noise. We didn't hear shit. He said, how about them Knicks? Jalen footwork is crazy. It is crazy. You know what else is crazy? That y'all been dying to see me play basketball. And I was in that celebrity game. Make them clap to this. You know what I mean? I'm make them clap to this. He said, they hurting out there. We in a reception. People kidnapping 90-year-olds at Aldi's. Police department right up the street. I'll tell you something, right? I respect the robbers. I respect the robbers. The nigga that's, you know, the nigga that has to steal to eat. Only the real can relate to shit that a hungry man will try. AZ said that. I respect the robbers. I understand being fucked up and starving and shit. That bitch ass nigga that ran that fucking restaurant, that piece of shit, he's the motherfucker to blame because it's his restaurant. He know what the fuck be happening to people and shit. You know what I mean? He said, Reeves gotta go. This is not the hour to be flossing. We wasn't flossing. We wasn't even in the car. It's a fucking Mercedes. What the fuck? Doom, doom, doom. He said, this is not the time to be flossing. We wasn't flossing. Shout out to the Lakers, man. They got one off on Golden State. Shout out to Ron Artest. Ron, what's up? It was a pleasure to meet you in the, in the flesh and shit. Yep. I did my thing in front of Ron Artest last night. I got a witness. Dun, dun, dun. He said, people see you in a Benz, they automatically think you rich. It was niggas in Oakland who was driving an old school piece of shit, Caprices and shit, that was way flyer than the motherfucking Benz that we was in. Like, these niggas running around with Caprices and shit with snow white guts, snow white leather guts, with the 24-inch motherfucking spokes with the Vogues and shit in the candy paint. Man. To these youngins, a 4 model was a sweet lick. He said, where can I watch your game? You probably see highlights on Mr. Fab page and shit. They gonna have highlights from the Mr. Fab weekend, the celebrity basketball game. You gonna see JC. I was on my murder shit. You know what type of person I am personally. You know my ego and the way my mind works and shit like that. I seen Ron Artest in that front row shooting a rock as soon as I get it. And I did. Yo. He spoke to me. When he first came in. He spoke to me and took pictures with us. I thought he knew who I was. The game started. I hit a couple buckets. He asked somebody who he was with. Yo, who that right there? That's Gully TV. He like, man, get the fuck out of here. That's really him. That nigga can play ball. Yo. Would you move to the West Coast? I don't got nothing against the West Coast, and I just said that I understand the jacking and all of that shit. That come from motherfuckers starving. They got fat asses everywhere, man. I'm gonna be wherever some fat asses at and some grass. You know what I mean? I want to see you versus Gilly in a ball game. I'll fucking dog Gilly. You asked them Oakland niggas. I was raising hell on the boards, and I'm a guard. You asked Mr. Fab. You asked them niggas. That little nigga can't do nothing with me. I was raising hell last night on the glass, straight up, and I ain't but 6'2". He said, Gilly. Man, don't you know this ain't no TV shit. This ain't no entertainer shit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no entertainer shit. Nah. Hell no. Dum, dum, dum. He said Ron Artest stopped his NBA career to rap. Not really. He hit that big shot for the Lakers, won himself an NBA title and shit. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, we got footage. Gilly too small for you. You know that because you done stuck me before. You done played ball with me before. You know what I'll do to that little nigga and shit. He said you hit the first point of the game. First 3-point bomb of the game. First possession down court. First possession down court. They swung the ball. As soon as I touched it. Bang! Bang! Bay Area has those thoroughbreds, so niggas got gripes with niggas that try to expand their horizons. Elway, what's up? So, we ended up getting laid over and shit in Seattle, Washington. We left the fucking airport. We went to the hood and got right. I mean, how many points you finished with? 11. I should have had like 15. I missed a 3. I think I missed 2 threes, and I missed some big free throws and shit. I had an and one. I had a 3-point play in overtime. The crowd went crazy and shit. They just ran us down. We was losing the whole game though, and the nigga that was doing work with me played for UCLA. I can't remember his name, but he was on the same UCLA team was Baron Davis. I think his name was Ron or Rob or something. He's a light-skinned nigga, man. Like, y'all who familiar with the Bay and UCLA basketball, the nigga that was in the backcourt with Baron Davis was on my team last night. And a battle rapper named Frack. It's a battle rapper from King of the Dot named Frack or some shit like that. He was on our team, too. There was a couple other rappers and shit. He said, let me find out you Mr. Ball Hog. Can't be Mr. Ball Hog. I'm getting it off the glass. Go to my Instagram page. You'll see some plays. You'll see buckets. It wasn't Toby Bailey. I know who Toby Bailey was. That's him, Ray Young. Ray Young, that's his name. He was on my team last night. Me and him did damage together. He respect me wherever he at. Big fella, what's up with you? You probably didn't know that I was Gully TV and you was trying to figure out my angle after the game. Yes, I went to war with you, my nigga. Yes, I went to war with you. He said, white boy Frack, I know him. Yeah, Frack was on our team. He was number 23. We had a couple white boys on our team and shit. You know, it was all like, you know, entertainers, rappers and shit like that. But yeah, Frack was on my team and shit. You know what I mean? Wherever he go for the rest of his battle rap career, he gonna be like, yo, man, I played basketball with the dude Gully TV who was on the same team. Yeah. He said, I remember Blood. He looked like Shane Mosley. Yeah, he got the green eyes, the funny colored eyes and shit. Ray Young. He said Ray Young could jump out the gym back in the day. He said, did he get any buckets? Yeah, man was doing the damage and shit. We was doing the damage, yo. Ray Young, that's his name. Ray, what up? You know what I mean? Add that to my resume and shit. We was running the pick and roll. We was doing it, man. We had a nice game, man. Had a great time and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm at my best playing ball. He said he was a bucket coming out of high school. Big motherfucker was knocking down threes last night. You know we in the Bay. Everybody's gonna be shooting fucking 3-pointers. And they was. He said Ray still dunking. Yeah, he could dunk. Easy. He's in good shape too and shit. But that was, who was all on you? It was me, Ray Young, Mr. Fab's uncle, Uncle Fab, the one to be in those skits with him. You won't believe this. That nigga is funny built, Mr. Fab's uncle. He's funny built. He's older. He showed us that black men just can play ball, man. Like, he was running his big ass around. He was getting steals. He made him a couple layups. He missed a couple close threes, but you wouldn't have thought it, man. Like, Mr. Fab's uncle was proof, man. Like, black men just love basketball, man. They gonna play basketball and they gonna be serious with it and shit. I should have interviewed Frack last night, man. I was so high, man, like high off life after the game and shit. I was just ready to smoke and eat and just, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. I got you.
All the weed.
Put them all up.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Boy was out there playing hard. Go look at the footage, man. Ray Young, I gotta go look up his footage. They said that number 24 was the shit, man.
24?
The light-skinned nigga, he was our big man. He was one of our big men.
Oh, yeah, he came through.
He was Baron Davis' teammate in college at UCLA.
He was holding it down.
Yeah.
He was.
They said Frack beat Disaster.
Frack?
Yeah, they talking about the little battle rap dude and shit.
I gotta watch that. I told you he was there.
They said he was decent at UCLA. I'm elated, man. I always said I was a D1 player and shit. Ray Young. That's my man now and shit. I'm gonna have to call Shay Cotton because I know Shay Cotton know him. I'm gonna call Shay and say, yo, man, I just was balling with Ray Young. He was on the same team. Boom, boom. They had a little point guard. He's from Oakland. He's probably on his way to college and shit. He was nice as fuck. I forget his name. I took pictures with him and shit. Go to my IG page. You'll see the pictures. He said you was wearing them chains in the streets of Oakland. I was at the brunch. I had my jewelry and shit on at the brunch. At Oakland Tech, no. No.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of wolves in that.
Yeah, it was nothing but wolves. What college you would have went to, Gully? I had an offer from Cleveland State. That was probably my best one. Like, I got in trouble. I started getting in trouble. Most of my scholarship offers was high school. You know what I mean? I was the shit in junior high school. So when I was going to high school, prep schools was giving me full rides and shit like that. I was a D1 player, though. Basketball, D1, like a motherfucker, like, for real. Ray Young was runner-up for California Player of the Year to Drew Gooden. That's what's up. He said, at least you're keeping it real. I love basketball, man. Basketball makes me feel good and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my trip could have went either ways and shit. If I didn't get busy on the hoop court, I'd really be pissed about that robbery. Like, I'm pissed about that shit, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, the fuck. Was the players on the other squad good? Yeah, they had an NBA nigga on the team, man. This nigga played for the Sacramento Kings at a point in time. I think it was Tyson Chandler. This nigga he was talking shit to me too down the stretch because they beat us by 1. This nigga had to go make 2 free throws. And I was all in his face clapping and shit. He shook his head. He said, my nigga, I get paid to hit free throws. He knocked them shit straight down. Was the NBA players they used to beat y'all? Yeah, this nigga didn't even come into the second half. We was in a dog fight. They brought this nigga in the second half.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
You know what I mean? Out of the blue and shit, I hit Fab. I'm like, what type of shit is this? He's like, oh, he was on the team. He came late. Yeah, all right. I had 11, 10, something like that. I mean, I should have been way up in the 15, but yeah, I was in double figures.
Had a double-double.
That was class, and did I double-double him on the rebound tip?
Triple-double him?
Who was the NBA player they used to beat? I can't remember the nigga name. He said, that's not fair. Why would they put professional athletes in the damn game? We had Ray Young. I'm pretty sure the nigga Ray Young played pro somewhere. He probably played overseas or something. He said he must be in the G League. Nah, this nigga not in the G League. He said he was in the league for like 10 years and ended up going overseas, but he played for Sacramento. I forget his name. I want to say Tyson Chandler. I don't think it was Tyson, though. You not sure? Nah, I was training and playing ball like 10 days leading up to this. I had a Charlie horse in my foot like early in the morning, but I walked it out. Mikey Moore. Who was Mikey Moore? Was that the little guard that was on the other team? That reminds me of the Wire when they had to get a college player for the street league to beat them. Peace. That's a classic Rucker move they pulled on y'all. All right. Where's Mike Gill at? I need to holler at Mike Gill from DC. Michael the Thrill Gill. Payroll. Payroll, we need to converse. I drop buckets on these West Coast niggas. Oh, shit. Why you think Cam ain't signed nobody since 06, 07? You talking about Cameron, the rapper? I'm pretty sure the last time he had something with a rapper, it was with Votto. And Votto probably left a nasty taste in Cameron's mouth. I remember reading an article, Cameron said out of his mouth that Votto called him and said something like, you never really believed in me, Flea, or something like that. Damn. But when he said that and shit, I'm pretty sure that fucked it up for everybody else. You got a guy who's investing his time and money into developing you as an MC, and you know, DJ Khaled came around and he felt that that was a better look for him, going with We the Best. Don't you know niggas from the East Coast go to We the Best to die? You see what happened to everybody from the East Coast to go down there fuck with them niggas in Miami. Their career die. You see what happened to, what's my man name? Votto and Jamil, his buddy. It happened to both of them. Oh, shit. He said he left Cam and went with Khaled, and Votto ain't been the same since. He said, who you got in the Super Bowl? Who you like in the Super Bowl, yo? San Fran? Yeah, I think I'll go with San Fran, too. He said French did okay. Yeah, you right. French did okay. Probably because he looked like them niggas, though. Y'all can stop the illegitimate rumors. They said somebody was on Stars saying I got robbed. I didn't get robbed. He said, you funny as hell. He said, Jay Mills went back to battle rap and getting terrorized. Yeah, he been getting dusted since he came back to battle rap. I don't know why he did that. Did you get the Hollow Team A shit I sent you on Instagram? Yeah, I got it. I ain't interested in that shit, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need stories that's gonna move the needle for me. I don't know how the Miami dude, Ace Hood, ever got on. He's trash. Did you see Benzino on No Jumper? Let's talk about Benzino and Eminem. Eminem used that Cavario situation in a battle against Benzino. He dissed Benzino when he talked about the Cavario situation. Talked about them niggas being in a hotel together. You don't know football talking about San Fran. I watched them. Detroit was up 17 points on them niggas. They should have closed it out, but it didn't work like that. He said, French is under Bad Boy, right? I never knew his situation. I know that I like some of his music. That first Coke Boys project was classic. I think all of them Coke Boy niggas is dead except for Cheese. I don't think none of them niggas is around no more. You gonna hit the NBA All-Star game this year? What did you think of Benny's last project? It was cool. After a while, it might all sound the same to me because it's all been good thus far. Benny's music has all been good, pretty good and shit. I don't like Lil Wayne, but that song him and Benny did, it was dope. Did you play against Scoop Jardine, Deion Waiters, Kyle Lowry, or Alvin Williams? No. All them niggas is older than me. I was at a camp one time with Terrell Stokes, though. He played with them. He played for Simon Gratz. He played point guard for Rasheed Wallace. He also started point guard for the University of Maryland for some years and shit. I ain't heard enough from King Streets yet. I haven't heard enough. Trey Lyles played for the Kings. He went to Trey Lyles. Is he light-skinned, Jay? He said Scoop ain't younger than you. The other niggas that he named is older than me. He said Alvin Williams old as shit. I was watching them niggas in high school. Alvin Williams played for Villanova. I didn't think Alvin was all that, but when you see them niggas in person, Alvin Williams might be like 6'4" or some shit like that. You be with Jamal. I ain't fucked with Jamal in some years and shit, like a couple of years. I ain't even seen him. What happened to him? Now that, what's his name? Or the dialogue is done with him and Mark Curry and those guys, where do they go now? Where do they go now? Dun, dun. They saying Biggie working with the police. He said he like 6'9" or something. I think that's the dude, Jay. That might have been him. You said they was calling that dude Trey something? You was saying that last night because you said Trey Young, and I was like, that ain't no fucking Trey Young.
Yeah,
but they was calling him Trey?
Yeah, I think they was calling him Trey, yeah.
It was Trey Lyles. That's who it was. Yes, I like Jelly Roll's music. I think it's dope. Kind of remind me of Whitey Ford Sings the Blues. That's when Everlast turned to a soul artist. Zip said Blue Boy got hit in jail. I'm about to call him right now. I got to confirm that. I got to get up off here. Faison, I don't think it's me, G. Why did Mos Def apologize to Drake? He probably said that he was more of a pop artist. You think the East Coast has caught up with the weekend compared to the West? No. Gully could have did a better job interviewing Birdman and Jalen Rose. That's what they doing with media now, man. You know what I mean? If a person has a following, they assume them to be qualified as a journalist, I guess. He said Blue Boy is okay. Green Double with interview still coming. Make sure y'all following Green on IG. He been dropping freestyles and shit. Seems like he's ready to work again. He said, what strain is that? Bone. That's what strain is it. That's what strain it is. Blue thought he was 18 again. I want to hear what happened. I'm about to get off of here and I'm going to talk to Zip. I seen you, homeboy, putting that work in on that hard. He got hit up in Elmira. He got jumped. Young nigga should have been kicking his ass. I need the names of them gentlemen. I got commissary for them. They should have been kicked his motherfucking ass. You know what I mean? Don't be weak like the rest of these niggas. The niggas that allow him to get away with that shit, not the Larry Davis shit. The violation was before the Larry Davis shit. The niggas that allow him to say, I'm Crip and you niggas is blood, nigga, what? Them niggas was some pussy ass niggas. These young boys ain't with that. They not with that. So, hope they opened his head up to the fucking white meat. I do. I need them niggas' names. If that was your people if your people put hands and feet on that nigga, contact Gully TV at once. I got something for you. Dun. I need to holler at somebody about this. I want to know about this. I want to know further about this because he thought he was Billy Badass on Vlad talking about he stabbed Larry Davis and he was on the ground squirming around like a roach. I was pissed the fuck off. I hope they stomped his ass out. Karma's a motherfucker. I hope they stomped his ass out. Go get your knife, bitch. Go get your motherfucking knife, bitch. Where is King Odie? He around. Still trying to get him to rap. He's still declining. So, when y'all was gonna tell me Blue Boy got what he was looking for? He said, ain't no Puerto Ricans, no Crips. Yes, it is. King Odie is on Instagram, y'all. Odie is on Instagram. Keep us informed. I need to know who the fuck did that shit to Blue Boy. I got Tim's for him. I got Tim's for him. He says Zip went live with Blue Boy. Did he? When was this? Zip fuck with Blue Boy. He support him some type of way. When I was doing my thing and shit, he was saying, nah, man, Blue Boy, da-da-da-da. I wasn't trying to hear that shit, but fuck him. He said earlier today, I need to get on the court with you for cardio, just some jump shots and rebounds, trying to lose 15 pounds. You ain't gonna lose it with me. You ain't gonna lose your 15 with me, pimp. Go find somebody who 15 pounds overweight and get with him. I'll smoke you. You don't want none of this. I just told you, I just came off the court last night, man. This shit is lethal. Straight up. Hassan said Blue Boy put the knife on Zip's gate and said, come out the cell. You and Zip have a real objective way of communicating. It's called convict respect. We can't violate the convict code. He's a convict, I'm a convict. When I talk like that, y'all might not understand what I'm saying, but he do, and people who's in institutions do. Mm-hmm. 60K Louis Vuitton Timberland boots. Corny shit. My brother is in Elmira on I Block. I'll find out tomorrow. Boom, 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 boom. Jay said I need to do. You tried to stick me back in the day at hardcore. You remember that? Jay? You tried to stick me in the early 90s at hardcore around 94. You remember how that worked out, right? You can't do nothing with me, man. I was playing out of position last night. All right, you ready to go, bro? Step outside. I'm about to call it, put the drip and get the skinny and shit. I'm gonna get with y'all tomorrow, man. The dribble's cool. Hip hop, sports, and fashion. Y'all know how I give it up. Make sure y'all go to Instagram and catch some highlights, man, of my celebrity basketball game and shit. I know y'all tired of hearing me talk about. I'm like that. I'm really like that, though. All right? I'm out. Peace.